live at Aces in Bradenton. Late Tetangelo with the Bradenton Herald. I'm here with
Biscuit Miller.
Dave.
Dave, that's my grandmother's. My mother's birth name.
Biscuit Miller. Just if you were watching, you don't need me to explain. Oh, and this is Damon Fowler here.
Yeah.
Hello. Damon Fowler, Sugar Shack Mondays. If you were watching, Biscuit Miller just turned in a set of blues, funk, soul, rock, originals, covers, originals that are kind of covers done your own way.
Yeah.
But the key was the place was packed and people were digging it.
Well,
what's
fun.
the key to throwing down for 60 minutes and making people love every minute of it?
It's tough.
But you made it look easy.
I told Damon before I started, I said, Damon, I'm a little nervous here, man, because I don't never know what I'm going to do. He said, no, really? I said, yeah. I always get like this antsy thing going on, so I don't plan anything.
You sure as hell didn't show it.
I just go with my gut feelings.
Can you believe it? I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe
serious,
it.
man.
You say that for the interview.
No, I told you.
He didn't tell me that.
He did tell me that.
Yeah, he did. I swear he did.
And place is packed, and I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I don't plan nothing. I just go off the seat of my pants. So I couldn't really answer like.
Well, but the second song, there's people up there dancing. Is that where you know you got them?
Well, that's when I know I'm on track.
and then what's the plan from there? Because it didn't seem like you had a set list.
I don't never carry a set list because I want things to be loose. I learned that from Lonnie Brooks. He would like put the first 3 songs together, and then he'll wing it. You just gotta know all the songs that on the record or whatever I feel like pulling out. You know how that goes, right?
Way,
now, for people who missed the first part of the interview, Lonnie Brooks is one of Chicago's greats. You spent 10 years making him great.
Well, I was part of the crew.
Part of the crew.
He had 2 sons that was there before me.
But you spent about 10 years.
Yes.
Is that about right? 10 years
yeah.
playing with Lonnie Brooks, and then you started your own band in 2000. You guys been kicking butt ever since then.
It was a part-time thing in the beginning, you know. It was just to pick up winter gigs for the wintertime, you know. When we were slow, you know, it get kind of slow in the wintertime up north.
Up north, yeah.
And you also played with Anthony Gomes, right?
Yeah. Played 5 years with him and
recorded. He's coming here in March.
Is he really? Make sure you hey Anthony, if you're watching, anybody that know my brother, I call him the Funk Child.
Let's get the. But what's surprising to me is watching you. You wouldn't think that you worked your way from a side man to a front man. You look like you were born to get on the stage. You're an entertainer. You're a great musician. I love the songs that you write.
But
first and foremost, for what my 2 cents is worth, you are an entertainer.
That was first.
You look the crowd in the eye, and you make us want to have a good time because you're having a good time.
Well, thank you, man. That when I know when people are having a good time, my jitters start to go away.
Well, you sure.
Well, I think that for me, what worked was being a side guy. I had a lot of things to learn. You know, being a band leader, as you know, you have to be responsible for the gas, responsible for the vehicle, responsible with an agent, responsible getting to and fro, whatever. And when you're off, you got to pay for hotels. So I wasn't quite ready for all that responsibility because it can get overwhelming. If you notice, there's a lot of bands that start, and then when they can't keep it going, they just kind of crash. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to keep a band together, and a lot of people jump out there and just think it's easy. And it's a lot of work that I wasn't ready for. So I said, let me just stay in the back.
Somebody should write a book. Somebody should write a book.
I think you should.
I think you should. You know more about it than I do, man. Somebody should write a book about
your
it.
transition from side man to front man has been exceptional, as everybody who's watched has seen. Now, the webcast is going to end here. You guys are going to miss, and this is why if you're in Florida, you need to come to Aces in Bradenton because we're
tonight.
Support. Yeah. Now, if you're around, come out tonight because Damon can play some funk, and I've seen some funk. But
You can get down on some blues too, baby.
This is gonna teach him.
I ain't gonna teach nobody
Yeah,
nothing. We learn from each other.
There are many lessons of funk to learn from Biscuit Miller in the mix. Let me tell you.
Right, David? I mean, no disrespect. I think you might pick up
I gotta
something.
learn some blues.
I'm a sponge. I'm a sponge, Biscuit.
I remember David when he was a teenager, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you're not a teenager anymore, David? What are you, 32 now?
31.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm 31 years old,
good
man.
for you,
Been
baby.
a while.
But you guys have known each other. But anyway, the point is, you guys just saw kick ass. I write for a family newspaper, but I think I can say ass in this
That's
context.
cool. Yeah, I guess.
You saw kick ass.
It's the
literally
blues,
said,
man.
yeah, exactly. Performance. If you can make it, come down. There's gonna be even better music. Not better, but even more interesting with this jam.
And I like to mention I do have a new CD.
Yeah, that's what I want to know about you.
And I don't know how much time we have, but
We got as much time as you want to take, man. We got as much time as you need.
Real quick,
Those of you out there that know me, I can talk you to sleep.
we had
so.
come together in 2002. You need a new album out, and I heard you finally got it.
I finally released it. It took a little time, and I wanted to find as many fun songs, so I stayed in Florida the whole time I was writing. I wrote the whole album here in Florida.
But you live in Indianapolis.
I live in Indianapolis.
Grew up in Chicago.
Grew up in the Windy City.
But you found your fun in Florida.
I love Florida, man.
Oh, man.
Water, sun, people are
let's
cool,
cheers that.
you know.
Damn, where's your drink, man? You gotta cheers.
We can share.
I got no money. I got like no money, man.
That's the blues.
It is. That's why I got the blues, bro.
So tell everybody the name of your album, where they can get it.
Blues with a Smile is the name of the album.
Blues with a Smile. Look at that. You know, he was just covering James Brown. If you saw it, he was doing a terrific job.
I'm happy to have the blues.
Not only can you hit the one beat like
I'm
James
happy
Brown,
to have
you
the
got
blues.
the James Brown smile.
Well, you know, I watched James ever since I was a kid. You know, it's kind of
James
tough
is a
carrying that
Georgia
bass
boy.
and doing it, though, you know.
So the CD, where can people get it? Give them your website.
BiscuitMiller.com, CDBaby.com, CDMojo.com, Amazon.com.
And what gigs you got coming up? You just got done playing the Green Parrot in Key West.
Yes, and
Which
we're
is a
going
great
over
venue.
to
Where you at next?
Boston's on the beach.
Boston's, yes. You get all these things in your head, and
Where's that at, David? Delray?
It's in
Delray
Delray
Beach.
Beach.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Delray Beach?
Famous Frank Ward.
Yeah. Just
Thank
go
you.
to biscuitmiller.com and you got all the info that you can want, right?
There you go, baby.
Biscuitmiller.com. And if you're around, come down. And Damon, who do we got next week?
Next week we have Soul Driven Train.
All
That's
right.
SOL.
SOL Driven
Train.
Train. Yep.
Come check it out. Watch it online or come down here and watch it.
Tell your friends.
But I don't know if you hear the energy in here. Biscuit Miller,
Thank you.
man, you've just been, I'm going to say it again, kicking ass. You've been kicking
You're the man in
ass.
control.
All right.
Damon,
thank you.
It's so good to see you
I think
again,
we're-
You too, man.
We're going to have to
Thanks
say
for doing
goodbye.
Right, and I can't wait to jam, man.
We're gonna do it.
like
We're
we
gonna
did
do it.
last time.
We're gonna do it.
If you're
Drinking and jamming.
Drinking and jamming, man.
Come on down.
Peace, love, and a lot of happiness.
Good night.